a choice right now, between fear and love. It's just a ride.
Out of the dark night of ignorance and into the shining light of truth.
Expounding reality.
A population of citizens capable of critical thinking.
We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are.
There's a level of reality where everything dissolves into an ocean of energy.
We empower our experience by insisting on our authenticity.
That's very profound. Very.
Expanding reality.
Les Durrant, welcome to Expanding Reality, brother. We are grateful that you are here. You've done some incredible work, and you're just a fascinating dude, so I can't wait to introduce you to the audience. So let's do so at this time, my friend. So Les, for the guys out there and gals and whoever's that don't know much about you, brother, introduce yourself for the audience.
Yes, so my name is Les Durrant, and I live in Mineral Bluff, Georgia. It's about 5 miles from the border of Tennessee and about 5 miles from the border of North Carolina. And we are up in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm about 1,900 feet up and surrounded by pine trees and other trees, all different kinds of trees, actually. I mean, tons. And so we're about 10 miles from Blue Ridge, Georgia, which is kind of a touristy town. And there's a lot of apples up here and peaches, and people like to come up to look at the leaves right now. This is leaf looking season, and they love to ride the trains and all that. So it's just a really beautiful town, and I really enjoy it up here. And then I work in radio. I work for Mountain Country Radio, WPPL. You can listen online, mountaincountryradio.com. I work from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. I'm a morning show guy. And we play country music, and I bring a little Red Dirt, Texas with me, you know.
I was going to ask. Okay, yeah, because
right.
you have something called leaf looking season, which you spend time in Lubbock, Texas. Do we have leaf looking season in Texas? No, we don't have seasons here. We have hot as shit and cold as fuck, right?
There you go, exactly right. And so, it's weird to say leaf looking season.
It's adorable.
Yeah, but we call them the leaf lookers, and right now it's beautiful up here. We get all kinds of fall foliage.
That's awesome.
And the weather's nice. I love the weather here too. So I'm from Lubbock. Originally started off ghost hunting a little bit, not in Lubbock, but up in Searcy, Arkansas. Me and my wife moved up there, and my stepdaughter Haley, we moved up there, and that's where I saw my first UFO, first caught on my first MUFON unknown. Came down here to Georgia, went to a haunted house, and got some really nice orbs, and then I actually prayed about seeing things that I couldn't see, and sure enough, literally within a few months after that, April, May, June. Yeah, about 3 months after that's when I started seeing them, and then they started coming like crazy. And now I can see them nightly just by using CE5 protocols. I don't necessarily use CE5, but I just request them with gratitude, and I, just kind of like what we were doing there with meditation also helps. And but really with gratitude and just being thankful. And just say, hey, I'd like to be able to see you. And they come out, and I'll kind of show you how that works.
And you've got a fascinating way that you do this, and you're going to detail how your method for capturing UFOs, which you've just described. And I definitely want to talk about your area. So where you're located in Georgia, it's touted as the dark skies capital, right? And so, or one of the darkest skies. So please explain why that's important and what it is about your specific area.
Right, because we are, like I said, about 10 miles from Blue Ridge, so it's the lights there are down. The next biggest city would be Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's about 80 miles away, and then North Carolina cities are all a good ways away from me. So it's very dark up here, and it's great for looking at the stars and however, not a lot of people will have as dark a sky as that I have, but I want everybody to find your own little piece of sky. even if you can figure out a way to make it dark or get out to where it's dark, that way that's your sky. And the thing about living on the mountain, and I'm a little ADHD, I apologize, I'm kind of go around a little bit, but living on the mountain here, the people up here can take care of themselves. We have our own water wells. We have propane, and people have their own chickens, their own pigs. They have all of that up here. So, and then there's all kinds of trees and everything to grow, and so there's no want for anything. But when you look up in the sky, you get to know your stars. You get to know your surroundings. And it's just like the mariners on the old ships. They used to go by the stars. They used to, travel by the stars. And I can go out there right now and I say, okay, that's Altair and that's Vega. And look in the back and, oh, that's Cassiopeia. And so anything that's flashing in between or moving in between can be suspect. And I use Flight 24 as one of my apps. So I make sure that I know where the planes are going. And the way that it works is, if you can imagine, I live in a triangle just like this. If I'm right in the triangle in here, that's Mineral Bluff. This one over here would be Atlanta. To cities in the east, we're talking maybe Cincinnati, New York, and all those kind of that way. This one right here actually is headed more towards Chattanooga, and that way. Now, if they fly across, they're coming from Charlotte to Chattanooga as well. Sometimes to Memphis, but they generally don't fly over me, but they fly across like that. So I can tell you exactly where they are, and most of the time where they're going, I can look and determine where they're coming. But otherwise, it's pretty open, and that's the fun part. And I was so blessed recently to be in a documentary called Encounters, and it's Encounters: The Complete Interviews. There's actually a few encounters out there right now, but this one's The Complete Interviews, and it's on Amazon Prime. And it's done by a filmmaker named Bill Howard. And he has a bunch of different movies out right now, but this is one that he wanted to do where it was just us talking. And it's really a good thing because it kind of shows what we do. And if you look at mine is episode 3. And if you watch what I do, I walk through what I'm going to walk through tonight. I walk through how to set it up. I walk through, the software that I use. It's all free software, and then how I find them and all of that. But there's a guy by the name of Dave Baker. He's on episode 5 and 6. He actually has 2 episodes himself. He came up to see me. He's from Ocala, Florida. He came up to see me, and he's been abducted, and he's also had implants before. He had an implant taken out. And so we become good friends, and he spent the weekend with me, and he's up here for 3 days, and we saw craft. And
but what happens when you get together, right?
Right. And my wife was with us too.
Yeah.
So
and she investigates with you guys a lot. I've seen a lot of y'all's videos. It's fascinating. I saw some home being built, and you guys were looking at orbs. I believe she was filming it, and it was amazing.
Yes. Yeah. So we see him every night, but the thing with Dave, he's like, I really did see it. And then he said, you know what? He said, I was asking in my mind, and then all of a sudden you said, hey, there's one, just like that. And that's my new catchphrase, just like that. It's just very quick. It's simple. It's easy. Anybody can do it. Anybody.
It'll just change your life like that, right? And just by seeing one of these things one time, just like that, we'll get the T-shirts made up for you, right?
Yes, like that, right? And when you see them, and they start appearing. I could probably go out there right now. It looks like it's dark. I could probably go out there right now and say, hey, can you show yourself?
Well, we'll get a group of folks together to come out there and hang out with you and bring your buddy along. Maybe we'll, thumb out Hitchhiker's Guide style and take a ride around and at least see something. I'm not on the list of people that have gone and just like that, I saw something, right? So I'm not there yet. Well, so I think I need to put myself around more positions of doing that, right? I'm not going to catch any fish if I stay on dry land, right?
Right, right. And you're invited to come here and visit me in Mineral Bluff. Not a whole lot of people drop by because we live on a dirt road to come up here. So
we're out in the country, man.
so,
You're good. We're gonna work this out off air. So I want to know: are you interested in going ahead and revealing your method for getting these UFOs captured? Because you have such a fascinating way of doing this. I'm gonna get out of your way and let you just have at it for this. So again, guys, all of the ways to find him are going to be located down in the show description. Check out that Encounters on Amazon Prime. Super cool. So
yes,
dude,
I'm gonna grab something here just real quick. Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, and let me know, guys, write in if you're interested in meeting me out there in Georgia and going and spending a night sky watching and seeing some shit. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be
so where are you?
Blast.
What city are you close to?
The closest major city to us is Weatherford, Texas, but even that's not major. Fort Worth, really. So Fort Worth, Dallas
Fort Worth,
area.
all right.
But we're west of that by about an hour.
Okay. Yeah. So really, you could fly to Chattanooga for probably $100 or so.
I'm a road trip guy, dude. I'll leave in a couple days. I'll meet you there.
Okay,
yeah, because I like to see a bunch of cool shit along the way. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, you're gonna love it then. Yeah, you're gonna love it then. And I and my wife is she loves making room for people. Right now, you're looking at our guest room.
I'm looking at that dope quilt, and I'm saying, bro, I'm all over that. I'm a sucker for a good quilt. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah, yeah. And so we live in it's a 3-level cabin that they rent out generally in this area. But the owner of this, he's renting us this cabin, and so we have all kinds of room up here. That's badass. All right, so you want to know how I catch the UFOs? Very easy, actually. I'm going to ask you this question. How many old cell phones do you have just lying around the house that you're not using?
None. It's funny you said that because as it relates, none. But I have something interesting to say to what you're going to say, but I'm not going to kind of color your coloring book in for you here. But none to answer your question. I got rid of all of them a while back. And now I'm kind of wishing I hadn't have, to be honest.
Yeah, because now I probably have about 10 or 12 that I use them for all different things. Actually, I use them for ghost hunting. I use them for UFOing. Now here's what you can do. Okay, so you take your phone, and then I do have Velcro on the back. Okay. Now, what I do is I put this on a really expensive, well, it's not expensive. It's actually cheap. And this is actually a door hinge.
Oh, okay? Badass. And resourceful.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I do. I just use what I've got.
Yeah, you're utilitarian. I live out in the country too. Yeah.
I sure am. So this is a door hinge with Velcro on it, right? But go to the big department store and get some good Velcro. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the phone, and let's see. Actually, I want to do this way right here. Okay.
Do you have a model range that you operate in? Like if you see one and it's a Nokia, blah blah blah, are you just losing your shit, or a BlackBerry, something or another? Do you have a specific model range that you are looking for?
Yeah, anything that can do 1080p and about 30 frames a second. That's really the best thing that you can do. Now I'm going to let me open this up here. Okay. Oops. All right. There we go. Close that out. Okay. And what you do is you just take your camera. Okay. See how it's got the Velcro on it? Look back. Okay. And then what I do is I just set this up on a fence post, and then I just hit record. Just hit record.
And just use it like a tripod, to hold it.
Yes, exactly. And then what you do is you plug it into the computer with your USB, transfer it over, and then you're going to watch it. And you don't have to sit through the whole 45 minutes or whatever. So what you do is you get this free software, and I'm going to try to move that down here just a little bit. There we go. I use this software called SM Player, and it's freeware. So, and if you like, I can share screen and kind of give you an idea what I got here.
Yeah, you're enabled and ready to rock, brother. For the audio-only audience, you know how this works. We have a YouTube, we have an Odyssey, we have a Rockfin. The video version of this goes out to a few different places. So check the link in the description below, not only to how to find Les, but also to find the video version of this so you guys can enjoy this as well. He's got some really dope shit to show us, guys.
Yeah. And okay, so the reason why I like SM Player is because one, it's free, but two, you can also go frame by frame, and you can also zoom in and zoom out, and it's quite easy.
Very cool.
So so you can see this right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you see my mouse?
We do.
Okay, good. All right. So right here is a sun flare, or this is just a camera flare. This is the sun. This is where they like to hang out. But right up here is a little something. And I'm gonna kind of start this off saying I've got a portal above my house. And be like, how do you know you got a portal above your house? Well, let's take a look. We're gonna watch this little dot right here. Let's watch regular speed. It's gonna go like this. And here we go. Right there. Now watch, it's gonna disappear right about there. Okay, let's watch it again, just in case. Okay. All right. So let's zoom in on this. Okay. We're just going to get right to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Okay. Let's rewind it back. Go back here just a little bit. I'm just going to go frame by frame by frame. Right here. And watch it disappear. And boom. See
At
that?
the point of that solar flare on your camera, by the way.
Right on. It's actually right about over here instead.
Oh, okay, yeah, just down. But as far as the sky goes, it sort of points out almost where it is disappearing at.
Oh, yeah. And every time I watch my videos, sometimes I'll notice something new. But you can actually see a form on this too.
Yes.
Let's zoom in further. Okay, and the thing about SM Player sometimes is you'll see kind of a black screen if it zooms in too much, but that's okay, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some more software. You got to have all your tools ready to go. Okay, so let's scoot this over. Now I'm holding down the Alt and the left and right keys. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks really nice. Okay,
It's got a shadow, you know?
It does. So I'm going to hit print screen. Okay. And then let me close this one out here. And I'm just going to move that. And I'm still, let me stop the share here and I'm going to start again. Now I've got another program called IR Fan View. And let me just share my desktop with you. Let's just do that. That'll make it a lot easier. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I like this. Okay, IR Fan View. There we go, IR Fan View. It's also freeware. Okay, so I did a print screen. Now I'm going to go edit, paste. There we go. Now I can zoom in. See, and yeah, you can see a little bit of a shadow on that. Yeah. So
like a tiny little orb, like what they call like the Foo Fighters or something. You know, it's like one of these little orbs.
Or a Tic Tac.
Or a Tic Tac, something like that.
They call them Tic Tacs too. Okay, so now let me go ahead and stop sharing. And all right, so that's my portal. I'm trying to, let me see. Do you want to see my first Smooth Font Unknown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do have some move on. I mean, I have November 15th of 2021 written down here. I've gone through a couple of the videos you've done. So please, just whatever you're intuitively guided to show us, man, I definitely want to introduce to the audience.
Yeah. This is kind of my this is kind of my baby because it's my first unknown. So, and I've got 3. And to the point where they also said I'm a serial submitter, but that's a whole nother story right there. I mean, I've got some MUFON stuff to talk about, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so let's take a look at this right here. I'm going to share my entire screen again because I want you to kind of see what all I have. And here we go. All right. So I have like all these. I mean, I've got tons. Okay, so let's look. This is a C-130 followed by objects. All right, here we go. Now, this right here is the full video. It's, if you know anything about file sizes, it's 3 gigs big, and it's 31 minutes long. It's 3264 by 1836 as far as the size goes. And here comes the video. All right. All right. So this is me. And what I did was set up the camera. Okay. I set up the camera on a little stand. And so now I'm looking down at it. And I used to show the do a selfie mode. So to try to catch the clouds. So what I did was I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to catch some clouds and all that just to kind of see what I could catch. But remember, I'd asked about seeing some. Well, actually, I hadn't seen a UFO yet. Okay, now this is in Searcy, Arkansas. So right now I've got I'm looking down at the screen. Okay, and I'm going to kind of forward it a little bit so you can kind of see me setting up. Okay, now the reason why I do this is because I'm leaving it where it's at. Right. This way you can see how close I am. And you can also see this, the flare in there.
Yeah. It's got that signature lens flare. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And here we go. Okay. And I'm going a little bit slow because there's a little surprise in here, I think. Yeah. Right about there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
same damn thing.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. So, I mean, that's just a little thing right there. Now I'm going to go whoop, and it's gone. To see how fast it went?
It just disappeared. How many?
Just like that.
How much time elapses between frames on this setting? Do you know?
Yeah. Let me pull this up here for you.
I'm sure you do because you're the kind of guy that knows that kind of shit. But it's interesting, like how much time? Could you tell us how much time elapsed from the time we see it and then the time we don't? Like,
yeah.
Because a frame would give us that.
This is 30 frames a second, and that was literally like 1 second. But I've got better ones to show.
It's just for reference for the audience. It's just that it does go across the screen. It looks like in a direct line and then disappear, vanish.
It sure does.
It has substance, shadow, everything, and then from one frame it's there, the other it's not.
There we go. Look at this one. I found another one up here. All right. So 1 frame and it's gone.
Yeah.
That's 1 frame. Whenever you hear me like tapping, that's a frame.
So do you think it goes into something and disappears? Do you think it visually camouflages? Do you think it shoots up and away so far that it vanishes from sight of the camera?
Yeah, I think it just vanishes from sight. Now hold on, I'm just kind of, hold on. That looks like a little square on there. Oops. Yeah, that looks like it's got a little square. Yeah, so it's just 1 frame. Now I'm going to show you some more fun stuff on here, and then we'll get to some really like incredible stuff.
Okay.
All right. So
I think this is all incredible, by the way. You're doing
thank
great.
you.
This is fun.
Right.
You're a great guy.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. So let's take a look at a bug. This is a bug reference. So in case you want to see this okay, there's a bug right there. Right there. So you can see the bug's pretty big, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at a bird reference. One thing I always make sure to try to do my homework, even though I didn't know I was going to be seeing anything on this. And over here is where the bird is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell it's still pretty high because my head was just right down there. So it wasn't like flying over my head. All right. Now let's get to the part where it is the MUFON unknown. Okay. So there are C-130s that fly from Little Rock Air Force Base down to up and around Searcy, Arkansas. It's about 45 miles. Okay. So they would fly in formation. So when I caught these, I was like, that's pretty dang cool that I got these. So here comes the plane. Okay. And right about there. Okay. Now I'm going to rewind it back. Okay. Let me know if you see a UFO. I saw it. Did you? No. Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
I did not. No.
That's okay. It's all right.
I've
seen this a million times. Now, this also was the pandemic time. So in Arkansas, we had medical. So we were on medical. So I asked people, if you're a stoner, definitely I need somebody who's got who can see the screen and keep their eyes open a while and just gaze into it. But also, I'm looking for gamers who can see something happen just really quick and then know that it's there. All right, so now you can actually see the markings on this C-130 too. All right, so we're going to do this, and it's right here. Okay, here we go. Right there.
Oh, that, yeah.
Right there.
Damn.
Yep, now let's zoom in. Okay. All right. So this right here is my first MUFON unknown. And the guy from MUFON actually came to my house and stayed for a couple hours and bought me lunch. It was great. We had a good time.
Cool.
But since then, I've noticed something I would say almost even better on this video. So let's zoom back out again. Okay, and here we go. I'm gonna move the plane, and I'm gonna scoot the plane over here just a little bit. Go down there. All right, and here we go. All right, there we go. Oh, right about there.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Boom.
Damn.
Boom. Boom. Boom and boom. Okay. This is the one that
Holy shit, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, now I'm going to use IR fan view again on this one. And let me go wide on that. Okay.
Because you have the plane for reference.
Yes, I do.
It blows by that thing like it's nothing, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a reference. It could absolutely be explained as a reference thing, as it's something closer to you. But dude, that's faint as fuck. It looks far away. It looks well beyond the plane, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now here's what I'm going to do, because you can still see it. Mm-hmm. So I used IR fan view to take a look. So I'm going to come over here again and pull it up. And here's where we're going to kind of get to the meat and potatoes of this. So edit, paste. All right. Now let's plus. Oh, hey. What's that look like?
Oh, man. It looks triangular as fuck. It looks like a TR3B or some shit.
There you go. Right.
Damn.
And if you look really now, so let's kind of dink with the colors. So let's do, I don't know, color corrections, and let's see if we can maybe.
I mean, it's even oriented in the direction of flight, like an arrow, like you would think.
Right. Let's do. Oh,
I mean, that's equidistant.
Woo.
Okay, can we play the video in that color mode?
Yes, of course. So let's do it.
Yeah. Audience, check this video out if you want.
Okay.
I would never tell you what to do.
Yeah, and you can see the full video on my YouTube channel, Objects and Orbs. And if you ever want to download the full thing, I'll give you a link. You can download this exact video, the 4 gigs worth. Okay, now I'm gonna let me go back and bring it out. Oh, now what am I doing here? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right, because I'm on IR fan view. Duh.
And this is your first snag.
Yeah, here we go. All right, yes. All right, now let's rewind this back here just a little bit. Okay, and wait. You wanted to see that with
with that color change.
With that color, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do the equalizer, and let's bring that down a little bit there.
This is real time. This is awesome.
Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna hit close. Ooh, see how quick that went by?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's overtaking the plane so fast.
Do it again.
I mean, like it's nothing. It's almost like they're we've heard that the TR-3B, and I don't know, we hear the speculation that it's government craft, right? Like it's reverse engineered, however you want to put it, but basically it's in the hands of the empire. And so
why? Here's the thing. Why would it be flying by another military aircraft?
That's what right. That was my point, is that maybe they're harassing him. Like, oh, you got stuck in the C-130 and I get the TR-3B, like giving him shit,
Right. Now, if you think that we have capabilities of going within, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 frames.
Dude, that is crazy.
That's not us, and that ain't us.
It might be. I think that we're underestimated in what we think this realm is or what's possible. I think that they give us sort of a. You remember when Captain America woke up at the end of the first one? Spoiler alert, everybody, if you haven't seen it. Captain America wakes up and they put this fake room around him, right? And it was like it had a baseball game or something that he'd heard or that he'd actually been to, but they were doing it from an older time. Anyway, you get the metaphor. And it feels like that's what's going on, that we've sort of been given this stage and it's set up, but there's badass shit just all over the place. Another movie wrote that M. Night Shyamalan's movie, The Village, where they had a no-fly zone above the village because there were a bunch of people there that thought they were in a much older time with fuck all for technology. So I kind of think of that when I see shit like this, because it's not supposed to be, you're catching stuff that's not supposed to be seen, or that's not overtly being told that's out there, but you're seeing it, dude. And the plane for reference is fascinating on this, Les. This is one of the coolest videos.
Oh, well,
and then when you
you
zoomed in and it was a triangle, dude, that's a banger,
well, let's
man.
take a look let's take a look at where I stopped right now, and look at that.
Yeah.
See, it's not triangular anymore, though.
No, it's not.
It's kind of a shapeshifter.
You know, but they say this about the form of these objects, that really creates sort of a gravity bubble around it, and it presents itself as different objects depending on, I don't know, frame by frame even. It distorts the reality around it. God, that's crazy interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
where is it in?
Now
where is
that's
that in relation to the one that popped up first? Is that later on in the video, or is that
the one
the C-130? It basically had two, so you have that spot right there, and then the one that flies by. Almost. Do you think that that's a formation of sorts then?
Could be. Oh, look at this other little one.
That's what I mean. Is that one there is on the leading edge? Now, if you play through a couple of frames, you'll see that it actually goes behind the sun or in front of, I don't know. Whatever.
Let's take a look. Now so here's one right here.
Yeah.
And it goes down. That's why we don't see him, because we can't look in the sun. Oh, there it is. There's that. And then see if we have any other. Oh, see, look at that.
Yeah, that.
Oh, whoa.
You had several.
Yeah.
They're popping up all around the sun.
They love to play in the rays of the sun. Yeah, now that's just that one. I mean, geez, I've got other ones.
Let's see what else you got.
Okay, all right. So let me go back and just reset this. That's the other thing about SM Player, is that you can come in and mess with the equalizer. So we'll hit reset, boom, close, okay, and here we go. There's that. All right. And let me come over here. And I have a ton of bookmarks. So we're going to do extremely fast objects right here. Okay. Go back.
Thank you, audio only audience, if you're hanging out. For the patience, we're just having fun over here on the video version.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is it. In fact, I'm going to start over again. If you have a mental folder, then put all your little pieces of paper in your mental folder. If you say, well, if that one was classified as an unknown, then the others by it could possibly be unknowns, possibly. So here's this little object right here.
They just look so far off and faint, but they do look deliberate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, the cool thing about this one is it meets up with that other one. Oh, see that?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Minions, right? Okay. That kind of looks like a little minion. Now, I'm going to zoom out. I'm just going to let it play for a little bit. Say, well, maybe that's a bug. Oh, but you see how that one just caught it? Okay. So let's take a look. That's one fun thing about SM Player. So we're going to zoom in. Okay. And then right there. That's kind of weird looking. That too. There we go. Yep. Oh, and then here comes his little friend. Oh, look, his little friend's got the same thing, like that. Boom. All right. So
and then it vanishes.
That one.
They both vanish at the same time.
This one's a blue object. What's a blue object? Right there. Let's go back. Oh, yeah. That's a little blue object. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So this is right next to me. So this is one frame.
Yeah. One frame and then gone.
But you see, you would notice it otherwise. Yep. So let's zoom in. Oh, look at that. It's kind of
Like a
a
faint
kind of a
blue.
dome on one in the bottom. Yeah. It's just, yeah. So,
But same thing, it's got like form. It looks like it has a shadow under it, like it's the two different colors of blue,
mhm.
until that it's got a shadow.
Yeah. And it looks like it's got kind of a gray point on the top
Mm-hmm.
and a gray point on the bottom. And boom, it's gone.
It's one frame.
Yeah. Just like that, too.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
That's right. Just like that. And okay. So this is my first MUFON video, and it's my baby. I've had it since June 30th of 2021.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
That's when I
recent.
started getting them,
Yeah.
and now I want to. Let's see. I don't know. Do you want to see how I call them first, or do you want to see the bizarrest one I have?
Let's see how you call them, because I'm very interested in that explanation, because it's fascinating. And then also let's cap it, with the badass sighting there, dude.
Yes.
This
So
is so cool.
that one's the gold. That's the golden object. So if you say, "Hey, can you show me the golden object?"
I've got it here.
Yes, I would love to. Okay, so here is how I call them, and this is a little video I created called request and dedications, because that's what I do on the air. Regular. You make a request,
Nice.
dedicate it.
Nice.
So I'm going to request the object, and it's going to come, and there's no editing on this video. No, in between between me calling it and before it shows up.
Okay.
So there's no editing in that, right? And then I have edited other videos to this. So let's take a look. This is called Requests and Dedications, and this is brought to you by Objects and Orbs. So here we go. All right. There we go. Let this play. Boom.
Is anybody here who can fly by?
So you just ask, is there anybody here who can fly by so I can see? I know you're out there.
You're out there. My name is Les. I would like to just be able to see you. And see you just about every night. Can you show yourselves to us?
Right there.
I'd like to show the world that you're here.
Anybody can do this.
Wow.
There's one right there.
That was what, like
Look at that.
7 seconds?
Yeah.
Right there, just like that. Wow.
Wow. This is a different one. They always like to come out when my wife's going to work.
Wow. Wow, it's beautiful.
Got the Owen Wilson going.
Mhm.
And no aviation lights.
Yeah.
We're sending this one out to Deanna.
But doesn't mean it's
After
not.
my wife's mom. Her mom's name is Deanna, and it's
There you go.
dedicated that one to her.
Shout out.
That's Vega.
And this is a different one.
It's gonna be Vega in the middle there for a minute.
So I'm gonna pause it. I like to have a starting point. So the star Vega and the star Altair, I like to have them together, so you can kind of get an idea of where it's at. So this is Vega.
Yeah, you have a starting point. I love that.
Moving. Yeah. So anything that is moving will look different. Like that.
Whoa.
Just like that.
It's almost got like a tail to it.
Thank you.
Yep. So
Wow.
yeah. So there's that one. Okay.
Crazy.
Now that's not all. I'm gonna show you a couple others here, actually, and I think that you're really gonna like them as well. So let's come over here. Oop, let me go back here. All right, and these are just from the from September all the way up to like last night. Yeah, like last night. Here's my friend. He Dave Baker. And this is the one that he saw. I'm going to just let you hear it too. And here we go. This is the first part.
It's gone. It fizzled out.
I'm recording it. Okay, here we go.
This is the Dave Baker UFO.
I see it.
Yep.
I see it.
I know, me too. It's cool.
It's wavering.
Yes.
It's not doing a straight line.
And now it's
And then it went away.
now it's fading.
Yeah.
Now it's getting bright.
But it's not doing a straight line. It's wavering.
Yep, it's wavering.
Oh my goodness.
Look, it's still going.
Look, and it's getting
still
dull.
moving.
It's fizzling.
Now it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It
It's
fizzled
gone.
out just like that. Just like that.
But that's not all, because it came back. Here goes.
The rest of it.
Yes,
You
I'm
can
getting this
call
one
me
too.
Baker.
Okay. All
You're
right,
supposed
Baker.
to babe.
Back. Look. Whoa. Look how
Oh,
bright
shit,
that is.
it's back.
Yeah, this is the Dave Baker. I'm gonna reset the equalizer so you
And
can see
it's
a little bit.
zigzagging.
Well, it's
Yeah.
still No, I still
wavering.
Yep.
I got I got
Get it?
Wow.
Oh yes, I got this. I'm getting this one too, Dave.
The rest of it.
Yes,
You
I'm
can
getting this
call
one
me
too.
Baker.
Okay.
You're
All right,
supposed
Baker.
to babe, I think.
No,
Or that.
it's
too.
gone. It's gone now. It's gone now.
Yeah.
So okay, just like that. So within 29 seconds. Yeah. Bingo.
Dude, those frames where it was glitching out, it reminds me of that older lady. I forget her name. It just escapes me at the moment. She captured some 30,000 pictures and video. You know who I'm talking about? That old lady, and she had like visitors that would show up. She was doing the same thing you did.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And they were dancing all over the place and everything. That's a very Googleable thing. You guys write it in.
Yeah,
if we
like
can't think of it by the-
Sarah
by the
Moulton
end of
Howe, I
this
think
thing.
her name is. Or,
There you go. It's
Moulton Howe. Yeah,
something along that lines. But
Yeah.
we know enough about it to keep talking about it here. But the point is you had frames like that where it displayed that action, that bend of light, where it altered its shape a little bit and then
yeah,
moved.
we can look at it. Yeah, let's look at it. It's back.
It was those couple of frames in the middle where it turned
on you.
purple.
Say, hey, dude, roll it back. Yeah.
It was those couple of frames.
Look
in
at
the-
right there. Kind of near the end, right?
Yeah, it had like a middle spot where it came back in and then it just started flaring out into all these different shapes. I want to say it's probably around here.
Hold on. Look at that. Holy crap. Hold on. Oh, shizzle.
Yeah, that shit. When it starts to morph. Yeah, see how it's like now got a hole in the middle of it? It almost looks like.
Yeah, it almost looks like a face. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, we could
now. Let's
pareidolia the shit out of that thing for sure. It looks like a
Yeah,
damn
so-
silver skull or a crystal skull.
It really does. So let's throw a little filter on there, a little sharpener. Oh, that is already sharpened. Okay, we'll take that off. Oh, okay. So I guess it already had it on there. So we're gonna go and put the filter on and a little sharpener. Bam. Eee.
You know, and
Okay.
there are a couple of frames in there where it changes color.
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So it starts to dance, change color, morph.
I'm gonna turn down the volume here on this. And yeah, and so right about
Okay,
Oh.
there you go. That's it. This is the part I was talking about.
wow, right there too.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? How it was jumping and trailing like that?
Yeah. Wow. Dang.
That is dope, dude. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
that is, but it's cool looking.
Yeah. That. Wow.
That purple box looking thing, it made that 3 times. I wonder if this is like, I don't know, light language as they say. I wonder if you were to trace this out, you know, and have it draw, you know, as it is. Maybe it's a cursor. And if you just like gave it ink and let it draw, maybe there'd be a message in there, like a crop circle in the sky or something.
Yes. Based on that, I see craft that flash at me. Like you'll see one flash and it'll be
You're
done.
like, I'm married. That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fun joke. You
Yes.
know, that's an interesting capture. And I'm sure you've noticed that before. Do you find that is something that's available to your naked eye? Are they ever that low to where you can
Yes.
see them displayed in that way?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You can see them with your naked eye. That's how we discover them up in the sky. I have so many that I dedicate them to people. Let me
You know what I thought you were gonna say, and so I'll bring it in here while you're
Yes.
getting to the next one, is with the old cell phone thing, that there is a guy on TikTok,
Right.
and I know it's TikTok, so you grain of salt this shit, but
Mhm.
there is a dude on there that has an old BlackBerry phone, okay? And his whole account is him holding that old BlackBerry phone up in just video mode and holding it to the screen and showing like Mandela effects, for instance. So he'll show you Britney Spears actually does have that plaid skirt on and not that one that they have now, and she did have the
Right.
microphone, and so he'll hold it over old, like, brands of things and they'll change to the old logo. Now, I'm a big fan of how we live in an awesome place that we can just digitally do that kind of stuff now. But my question to you is whenever you peer through the lens of these older phones, are you able to see things in them that aren't available to the naked eye? I've also seen these videos, and again, grain of salt on this shit, but you're the dude out here fucking with old technology, so that's why I'm asking. Where other videos where people will be swiping through filters and it'll be nothing in the sky, like out a plane window, for instance. All of a sudden they'll get to a sepia 12 filter, whatever it is, whatever all the settings are on it to make it that filter for the app. And then there's a damn UFO there. And then they swipe off of it and it's gone. So are there certain settings or anything like that that you found that you can do in real time to see these things?
Well, the thing with this is, now this is a Samsung S22. So that's how I'm
newer.
Yeah, so this is how I'm able to get the night stuff pretty well.
Yeah, because you need like a high def sort of thing. But I was curious to see if you, in probably more of some daytime stuff, had an older model phone with like a shittier, let's say, shittier camera, and then you saw anything that wasn't there to the naked eye or on any of their cameras.
Not really, because I just leave my camera out there. So I know what you're talking about, like holding it and say, hey, I see something here, but I don't see it over here. Yeah. Because the camera can pick it up, and there's times where you just can't see it. So until afterwards, just like when we watch these things back, and oh my goodness, okay, I didn't see that before. And so I'm going to give you an example. Now there's so much more, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the golden object.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is an object that people have thought looked like maybe a Chinese lantern or something like that. Now, remember, I'm 1,900 feet up. And so however far away, I had to use like a 10x zoom just to get this. Okay. I'm going to let it play out here a little bit.
And can you tell us how the camera is oriented? Is it across a horizon? Oh, shit, that's cool. Across a horizon, or are you directly up at the sky, or...
No, this one is actually straight across.
Okay.
This is aiming north.
Okay, from where you are.
Aiming north towards just a small town, Johnsonville, Tennessee. Okay.
Thank you.
And here we go. Oh, look at this.
Damn.
This is the part about that people don't realize, that there was something also above it. So you see that over there, right?
Oh, yes. I definitely see that. And then this golden orb thing coming through. What the fuck?
This is the one that people think is a Chinese lantern. Now that we've seen that other part, we probably don't think it's a lantern anymore. So let's zoom in and take a look at it. Okay. Now there's a lot of things going on with this. If you look close, I tell people it looks like there might be an occupant. So let's see. And I'm just going one frame at a time. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's good.
That's a great...
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's...
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the equalizer, and let's take out the...
This is so much fun. I just have to tell you how much fun I'm having. This is great. Look at that. It looks metal and reflective.
Yeah. The best part is coming up. Okay, here goes. Can you see the head moving in there? It almost looks like he's moving around in there.
What way do you think he's oriented? If you don't mind, pause the video and show me what the figure you see. Trace him with your mouse.
Yeah, he would be... yeah, right here. So see how that looks like that there's something back there, and then there's a little head over here?
Oh, okay. So a tiny thing. Okay.
And he's looking out the window. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
so you're standing.
We have seen, now, there's Bigfoot up here too. So we also think that Bigfoot is also alien. And so this could very well have been some kind of a craft dropping. No, I wouldn't say this time dropping a Bigfoot off.
You think that's how they're doing it? They're just dropping them off?
That.
Do you think there's some sort of pet for aliens where they let them out, take a shit, and they happen to eat a couple campers, and by the time they come back, they're...
No, Bigfoot really don't mess with, I mean, they'll throw stuff at you. They don't want you to be around, but they're not going to come after you and eat you or anything like that.
Do you think they're just dropping them off like some horrible people that do a dump and run on their pets where they dump them on like land and run off and drive off?
They have their own place. They have their own areas, and they have tree structures, and they have all kinds of stuff. I mean,
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get into Bigfoot, I can show you some.
I'm gonna have you back on and talk about Bigfoot exclusively.
All right.
That sounds incredible.
Okay. All right, yeah, I've got a lot of Bigfoot stuff. In fact, there's a Bigfoot museum in Blue Ridge. It's called Expedition Bigfoot. Okay, now here's where it gets fun. Right there, and look at the bottom. Oh, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down here a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, and let me scoot it over.
Thank you.
Yep, and that way it's kind of centered. All right. Right about there.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let me play it out. Let me go back here and play it out for you a little bit. Wow. I'm still seeing them. See how it lights up?
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, and there are 2 red ones. Yep. And they're blinking. Yeah, I thought it was red. I thought that there was 2 red objects, but it turned out to be this one instead. And that's really all. Oh, wait. Let's see. Wait a minute.
It cut out of frame or disappear the video?
No, it kind of disappears. But here's the
but.
what
The hell was that portal thing?
Yeah.
What is that? What the fuck was that?
Well, you know what?
It split up into a bunch of things. What? Tell me you've seen that before. Look at that. Is that the object?
It's kind of weird. No, I don't think so.
Okay, we have got to confirm that is not the object because it lit up and then all of a sudden we see this shift into particles and split off.
Oh yeah, no, remember that's those ones at the beginning. Remember those
circles?
Those circles.
The 8 circles, the 8 pinpoint lights.
See how they're still up there?
Oh.
Yeah, so let me there we go. All right. So I made this is quite a ways out now.
Okay.
So let me rewind it back a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
Oh, that actually is staying with it. Yeah, look. Oh, it's over there. It's got a reflection too.
Yep.
It's moving with it. I'm still seeing them. Okay, so let's kind of mess with this one then. We're going to take the video and let's take the equalizer and lighten it up.
Just there you go. Hell yeah.
Maybe, let's see, brightness. Oh, that kind of helps too.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can. Okay.
What a great time to be alive. Look at that shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Who'd have thunk, right?
Well, it's funny because we're sitting here doing this with these clunky detective tools, but our ancestors were like riding around in these things and hanging out with them. They didn't need this technology to enjoy them.
Exactly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's moving with it. Wow. And like, you'll hear me go, wow. Cause I'm just like, I'm still amazed every time I see him.
Yeah.
I could go out there right tonight and see probably 2 or 3.
Oh. Gotcha. I mean,
I'm still seeing them. There's 1, 2, and there are 2 red ones. They're blinking, and then it's gone. Oh yeah, but see,
what was the little phasey part then?
That's that one. That's that one at the beginning. Remember those?
Yeah, but where did it come in the video?
Whoa! What was that? Whoa! What's that?
Because it looked like they were right by one another.
Yeah.
And the gold thing disappears and that thing dematerializes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the crazy thing about this. Let's go back here a little bit. I keep seeing that other light. Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah. It looked like 2 at one point.
That was my wife yelling, my dog. We got a coon hound. Let me forward it up here a little bit. Oh, I'm still seeing them. Oh, go back to where that one thing was.
Yeah.
There.
That. Yeah.
Yep. Right there. So it goes up, and then there's this other thing over here.
Yes. Yeah.
There's still something there. Oh. Wow. I'm still seeing them. There's 1, 2, and there are 2 red ones. Blinking. So this was a 10x zoom on my
that That thing at the end. You see that little, I mean, it's just a queef of a moment, dude, and it's gone.
Yeah,
but it's like it's like the gold disappears down just slightly to the left in the frame, and then just in the bottom right, I mean, just to the right of it, rather, I mean, just a dash over, this thing emerges and then dematerializes. Because when you zoom in on it, it's these forms, and then it wisps up in singular pieces. It's just kind of a weird way to describe it, like it's teleporting out. But it's dematerializing as it's doing it.
Oh, wow.
Again, audio-only audience. Thank you for sitting through our wows and clicks of mouses and things.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it too.
This is more of a video version.
Yeah, and you can check this out. Oh, wow, no kidding. Whoa.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like it dematerializes and like zips up. You see?
Oh, yeah.
Into separate pieces. But it's after the gold thing disappears just to the bottom left of it.
Right. And then,
so I'm asking if that's the golden thing, because the gold thing lit up those 3 points on the bottom, all of a sudden disappears out of frame, and then that thing dematerializes in frame.
Yeah, no, that's something else. That's that other one. Either that other one.
I thought that other one was higher and to the right. If it's facing north, then up into, I guess it would have been east, right?
So, man,
cool video either way, dude. It's awesome, whatever the hell's going on. Do you think these are like entities themselves? Like that's a jelly entity that lives in the sky? Have you heard of this theory? Have you caught any of those type entities?
My wife did.
Really? Okay. So do you, I mean,
she's got a beautiful like one that's sort of like that. Yeah.
And it doesn't rule out that it's craft or that it's interdimensional or anything like that. It's just, it would be neat, I suppose, to add to the conversation that some of these things are live and that they just sort of swim through our atmosphere.
Yes.
In added dimensions, and our sky, as they fall maybe to another level of atmosphere before they can go into another dimension, is sort of, they're here temporarily for a minute. It's an interesting thing to contemplate.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a really good question and observation too, because with as much stuff that we have out there, I have what I call paraterrestrials. Okay. Which is not necessarily extraterrestrial and not necessarily paranormal, but it's stuff that I caught on my security camera. Okay.
Well, we have to see
I'll
that.
I'll show you some paraterrestrial.
Because that's the other question. You dovetail in a ghost hunting background. It's sort of a dual hobby. So it's a dual interest rather. It's interesting that you have these types of experience. Do you think that they're mutually exclusive, or that there could be some crossover there with the paranormal world and the UFO?
There's. I think there's crossover because there's stuff that we can't necessarily explain.
That's fair. That's an awesome.
Okay, so
great objective look at it.
Look at this area right here. Okay. In fact, let me zoom out here. You might be able to. Okay, so you barely see the stovepipe. We have a wood burning stove underneath.
But it's there for reference, plus the tree line. I love shit like this, by the way, because you give us reference points.
Yeah, and so look at this. This just kind of appears right up here in the middle. Woo! Boing!
And then splits.
Yeah.
And then leaves residue.
Mm-hmm.
Like a predator residue. Like it turns invisible.
Okay. Now, remember how I told you that we see flashes in the sky? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you one that there it is. See that?
Right there. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. One. Okay. This is 25 frames a second. So this is just bam, just like that. Now, you see,
can we rule out insects on this? I don't mean to be a dick. Can we rule out insects on this thing?
Of course. Well, sometimes we do. Okay, now take a look at this. Okay. Does that look like a head?
I mean, kind of head and thorax, but not,
And see, it's gone. So it's just like it flashes just once. Boom. Just like that. Okay. Now, it's true. So let's zoom out. And let's look at some other stuff. So we're gonna put that.
If you don't mind, the first one that you showed, do you mind rewinding in that one again?
Yes.
The first one on in this video file that you have. To the one that came in and then split and left the ghost image. There's just a lot going on in that.
Yeah. Just like that. So let's go back. light streak. Oh, boom, and right about. Oh. Good thing about this is that it is, we got the bookmarks in here. So we're going to browse bookmarks and we're going to go white streak. No, let's do strange object. Let's try that. No, it's this one. Okay. Right there.
Oh, wow. Damn, dude, that's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for rewinding it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. No problem. And let's see. Now I put on here strange bug. Let's look at that. Woo, just like that. Browse. Okay, and a strange line. That one's not that great.
No, it's interesting. It trailed a lot, like a lot of tracers. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna bring that up there and watch go down. Shoot, just like that, down. Boom. Okay. No, that's really not the best. Let's see. Let me see. 2 eyes. Let's see. 2 sets. I also use. It's called the everything, and with everything search, you can find anything, and it's free. There's no ads. So 2 sets of something. 2 sets of 2 sets of eyes. Let's see. 2 sets of eyes and rise above. Oh, here we go. Back over here. Now I use a Wi-Fi cam with this, and okay, this is right up there, and that's kind of that's kind of blurry. I want to get a better version than that. And it's crazy to say, oh yeah, well I've got a better 2 sets of something. All right, here we go. That you have yeah. Here we go, 2 sets of something. All right. Yep, that's it.
And it's flying in tandem. I mean, like they're linked by something invisible. They're so in sync.
Yeah. And they are things that we don't know. Like they're not terrestrial, they're not paranormal, but it's explained by quantum mechanics. If you aim a camera to record something, it changes the what it looks like, and it's called the observer effect. If you look up observer effect on Wikipedia, and it'll tell you about things that we can bring into view that wouldn't normally. Oh yeah, here's a wiggle orb.
Do you think that's why you're able to call them in? Is because of this quantum effect that you're able to just say, "Hey, I want to see this now."
Yeah. Well, now for the UFOs, no, the UFOs are picked up by telepathy. I've got a good friend of mine who's actually a benevolent reptilian. So
I knew they were out there. We have a shirt for lizard turds, but I delineate. I know that not all lizard people are turds. Okay.
Yeah,
so
not all of the reptilians are bad. Okay. My friend is actually what they call a viril. Now, this is how I kind of go through it. So I'm just kind of like zooming through, this is like a few hours worth every time. And, you see a whole lot of nothing, but every once in a while you'll see a little something. And like, all right, so let's see what I found on here before bookmarks. Strange orb. Oh, yeah. All right. Huh. And yes. The thing that I recommend people do is just kind of, oh yeah, there we go, that one at the top. Yeah. I've gotten to where I haven't really done these that much, the night stuff, because I've been doing my other stuff just without it. There we go. Yes. Oh, 2 of them. There we go. Now I'm going to zoom in. I don't see any wings or legs. Play.
I don't either.
Oh, but they got a friend out there. Yep. Now this is from, that's from November. Oh, this is from November of last year. Wow. Okay. So, yes. Let me see what else I got here. Night vision object. Oh, let's see what that is. Oh, yeah, no. Light beam shoots out of the sky twice. All right, well.
Hell yeah. Roll that shit.
All right, here we go. Let's come over here and find it. Boom. And there's a lot of ways. Boom, like that. And then there's another one over here. Okay. Like that. Okay. And see, they're from the sky too. And then stars light up. Oh yeah, these over here, yeah. Sometimes in the middle over here. Oh, and over there too. So the night vision or the night stuff, yeah, it's it's okay, this is the night vision stuff, sometimes people don't either understand or they it's really kind of hard to determine really what it is at night because of they say it's the camera, this or that, whatever, and that's fine.
Well, that's the thing with any of us. It's very you can't tell, and that's it. That's just the plain truth. So we're left to speculate, and you and I choose to have fun with it because there is some pretty remarkable things that you have captured. That TR3B craft is amazing. That orb thing, incredible. You captured several really interesting things. The night vision ones are tricky, because is there a light source? Are there bug? Is it just bugs? And that's what they look like. And then even then, though, to have a camera blasting through whatever this atmosphere or something is, there's so many things in between here and something that is remarkable that you do capture. Yes. It's just challenging, man. Have you gotten your hands on like a telescope or anything and spent some time out?
No, I need to. That's something that we kind of want to get. And that's kind of be.
I'm curious you point that bitch at the moon, and just sit there for a little bit on it, because you're the kind of guy that would catch a refresh of it, like Crow 777 did. He caught the lunar wave across it, like it's refreshing. And I bet you'd capture some pretty interesting stuff with that.
Here we go. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. It's fun because you can kind of play. You're just like, wow, it's. See, here's a rod here. Doom. Oh, right there. Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, when that one flared out. Yeah, that's another one of those rod things, like that lady filmed. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, right there, and they just like, whoop. Now remember, wild. This is March. Now, okay, I tell people this, and especially in Texas, and even in Lubbock, get out your security camera, because I know. When the wind is blowing and it's like, 30 degrees, but the wind is blowing, it feels like, 19 degrees out there. Put your camera out there. And as well as I do, there ain't any bugs out there at that time. But if you catch this stuff, then you're like, hey, what the heck is that? Yeah, here we go. I made the note. Bugs don't split and leave trails. Here we go. Woo! Just like that.
Wow.
See, and he left a trail up there. Not all the other ones do.
Yeah, the trail is interesting.
Yeah. Yep. So this
is so cool, Les.
Yes, thank you. I've got tons actually.
You do, you do. And so I'm going to ask, pull us your favorite one, and let's end on your banger here. And we're going to wrap for this one, but all the ways, of course, to find you are going to be linked below, so people can go check out your YouTube and keep up with the work that you do continually as you post new things, because, you're just getting started here as far as I'm concerned. You're fresh to this thing, only a couple years in it.
Yeah, so, you'd have to say favorite. I really like the golden object.
The golden is dope, man. What's your second favorite then?
Okay, well, I'm going to show you the one that I'm in the movie about. The documentary.
So yes, Encounters on Amazon Prime, guys.
Encounters, the complete interviews.
The complete interviews in your episode 3. Yes,
episode 3. All right. So let's take a look at the conditions out there. This is from January 30th. Okay, so there was fog, and wind speed was calm, and but mostly there was fog. So there's fog.
This is cool, by the way, that you pull up weather reports for the time that you're going to show us the sighting for. I think that's a honest way to do it.
And we're also looking at the time in UTC. I live in Mineral Bluff area. I actually live a little bit closer to where it says McKaysville, Culberson. That line up there is the North Carolina and Tennessee line. Okay. So I'm a little bit closer up here. And then let's see, here we go.
Yeah, you are in it, dude.
Thank you. So this is my house right here. This is the time that it happened. So there's nothing out there. All right, now let's take a look at the triangle. And this is the full video. Yeah, right there. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Sorry about that. This is
no worries at all, dude. You're doing all this shit on the fly, man. You've done a great job. Like, you're like, oh, let me enhance this, and it's gives a better perspective, like all on the fly, man. No, you're doing great.
All right, so this is it right here. Okay. So, oops, let me hit play. Oh, it's acting up a little bit. That's okay. So we're gonna do this instead. Yeah, let's do this instead. Okay, here we go. And you can actually hear it. And at first, it kind of looks like a plane.
Whoa, that red flash.
But yeah, there we go. Actually, I'm gonna do this a little bit. I'm gonna do this a little bit better. Hold on, that ain't nothing. Hold on, I'm gonna do. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to. What I did was when I first got the camera or first got the phone, this is like one of the first things I did. I was like, oh my gosh, I see this up there, and I want to grab it. So, what I did was I didn't realize that it was like really big file. And so what I did was I exported each one, each frame as a picture. So here comes my new phone triangle, and this is it. Okay. I exported each one as a picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these arrows up here now, and we're going to go through
frame by frame, dude.
Frame by frame, so you'll be able to see it. So if you see one you like,
I will pause you, bro. We will be pumping the brakes. All right, roll it.
Okay, so this one was weird because it flew right over my head, and it also flew out of the ordinary of the rest of the
flight paths.
Yeah,
because you're aware of that, because you took note of it. Again, honest, man. It's a good way to do it.
Okay. So this is it right there. All right.
Yes, it is. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. And then now remember, each one's a frame, and there'll be a point in here where you can actually see other lights. So let's look at that. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna make this big. Here with that. All right.
So these are frames as you're going through them.
Yes. Okay.
It's a cloud going by, and there's the flash.
See, there's that one.
Yep.
And you can almost see kind of like a blurriness right by it. See how it's blurry, but the other stuff is kind of, choppy. Okay. There we go. Yep. Now here's where it's going to start to get weird. Yeah, here's where it gets right about here. Okay. Okay, see, there's those two right there.
Yeah.
There's something right there, and then there's something right there, and something up there. See how those go? Right there, dot, dot, dot.
Yeah, it's like there's changing places across the sky.
Yeah. And then, right here.
Yeah, that shit right there.
Yeah. And then right here where it starts to get kind of.
I can see the blur now that you were talking about. I saw it in that frame. Yeah, it distorts the space around it.
Yeah, and see how it looks like it's looking at you?
Yeah, no, almost like it's powering up, and the different lights are reacting in different ways before they come into union as the three. Because you can see the three, and it looks like an airframe,
And I'm going back and forth.
Yeah, as it's running through the lights.
Yeah.
Wild, dude.
Oh, hold on. I just thought I saw something up
What you
there.
get? The dark skies of Georgia.
That's right.
It's like
Oh yeah,
cool
they're
shit.
beautiful. Yeah. Oh, what was that? See, that's the fun part about this. You can just keep looking at it.
Find new shit all the time, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think that this changes as you look at it? You know, that what you recorded isn't necessarily what you're seeing and vice versa? Like as you see it, new things pop in?
Definitely. Yeah, because there's stuff I don't see until I go back and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there it goes. Yeah. So that I would say that's my best one right there, other
That's
than the
good, 'cause,
golden.
man, there are a few shots in there where it is 3 and that makes that pattern, even though that there is some randomness to it at some points, but that if you keep your eyes there, you can see it. Even though a couple of the lights are off in the formation, and it is fascinating, man. It's super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's another one. I've got, if we have time, I got a little bit, let's see when, here we go. Oh yeah, this is the full. Okay, this is 2.4 gigs, 19 minutes long. We're not going to sit through the whole thing, but we're going to see what we can find. Alrighty. There we go. And let's go wide on this right here. So you can see the sun, yes.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about this one is, let's see if I can find it on here. Oh, there's one going across. Oh, go back on that. I think what I want is this second one. Yeah. Right about here. I think this is the one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, that's crazy. It's got like a trail to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tail, rather.
Yep. Go back here. Like that. And you can hear my
one that
chime
dances
back.
across above.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And then that jelly looking thing that just popped in. Did you see that?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, this is why I want you to get a hold of like a dope ass, something you can zoom. Yeah.
Let me okay. Let's take a look.
Because you're capturing some crazy shit out where you are. Have you done any, I guess, research on the area you're in as far as, I saw the river there in the map, but are you around like underground aquifers or cave systems or anything underground there to where there's...
Actually, that one I think was a bird. Yeah, no, we are near, we have water wells here. And also we have a copper mine here too.
That's interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This one. Is that the one? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So those are, I call those picture takers. Because they always look like, oh, look.
You got leaf looking season, sky watching season, and picture takers. Yeah. I love your area. Whatever you got going on, I want to be a part of. This is cool.
Yeah, look at that. That's kind of.
It looks like 2, and then it's 1, and then 2. It's binary almost. See?
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Okay.
Does it look like it was splitting into 2 or dancing a bit as it was moving closer to the sun? What do you think about fairies? Have you ever seen like fairies and forest spirits and shit?
Yes. Good question. And hold on just a second.
Okay.
Hold on just a sec. Hold on just a second. Hey, baby. Oh, she's not? Okay. I was going to call my wife. She's seen them.
Well, then we're going to do a fairy and Bigfoot talk with both of you for the next one.
Okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
that sounds good. Yeah, there are forest fairies, believe it or not. Yes, there are.
It's incredible. Well, all of this is fascinating, man. And dude, thank you again for sharing all of this with us. We are probably going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, but dude, all the ways to find you located down in the show description. Guys, go check out the Encounter episode 3, Encounters. Please finish that one for me. What's the rest of the
Encounters episode, the complete interviews.
The complete interviews of Encounters
Yes.
on Amazon for
It's
more
on
of this.
Amazon
And of
Prime.
course, your badass YouTube. And I'm going to link your Facebook and any other way that you want to be found, if that works.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a Facebook group, which is Objects and Orbs. And the thing about my group is that we do it kind of like I've explained to you tonight. It's just very no nonsense. I don't have any conspiracy stuff, none of that stuff. I don't have any fake stuff on there. And the people that are on there, they've all seen and they've started to see exactly what I have, the same stuff, the exact same stuff. I've got a friend of mine, Randy Cates. At first, he didn't want to talk about his very much, but now he does because he's seeing stuff just like nuts, crazy.
Where are they in relation to you? Are they close or local? Or I mean, Facebook groups, you can be global, right?
He lives about 70 miles from me.
Okay.
So, but I've got a friend in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, who does it as well. And you could do it too. All you got to do is just get outside, just go, because since you meditate or since we had that quiet time at the beginning, right? So you just sit there and, I'm going to close. I'm going to turn inside. I'm going to do this just really quick because I know you're going to wrap up. But you just sit here and just introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Les, and I know you're out there. And can you show yourself? We'd like to be able to see you tonight. But keep your head up. Keep looking up. Thank you so much for showing yourself. And you saw how fast they come.
Yeah, it came really quick when you did that in the video. And it's interesting that you're saying thank you for coming. Thank you in advance, right? Them showing up, because that's what they talk about in the manifestation world is that, you got to be grateful for it as if it's already happened. So you've got so much confidence in calling them in because of what you've captured. So and I could see how this would be a streamlined process for you for sure.
Yeah, and it's not me. My friend Nigel Impey was actually the one. He's the benevolent reptilian. Because I asked him, I said, now that we know that they're real, how do we communicate with them? He said, all you got to do is ask. I'm like, all right, how do you do that? He said, you just get yourself in a good mindset, and then you do. You just ask them. And I will tell you that there are times, and you probably heard it. There are times where I'm filming one, and my wife said, "There's another one." Well, there's another one, and it's great to have a few people out there looking as well. That's why I've invited you. I mean it seriously. Try to come here and come out for the leaf. By the time you come out here, the leaves will be all done. But come out for springtime, summertime, and we have a party up here on the mountain.
I'd be honored. And there's the Meadow Project, Trey Hudson's area that he researches. I'll scoop you up when we come see shit at your place. We'll invite him out. We'll do like a swap location thing. And spring, summer is where we're going to do this. You've got this. And guys, write in if you'd like to be a part of something like this. We'll do a little road trip between the two spots and see some dope shit. That would be great. Man. You're the guy to do this with because you're a blast. I already know from your videos and stuff. It's going to be fun to hang out. But also, it seems like you've just got a great heart, and that you're just having a lot of fun with this, and you're exploring this place beyond the prescribed reality, and we appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thank you. And the one thing I'm going to tell everybody is that if you do have a good heart as well, I think, I know that they are attracted by that too. Good. Because like my friend, he was abducted, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do whatever." He went willingly. And instead of arguing,
contactee rather than an abductee, he said, "Come scoop me up," rather than "What the fuck are you doing? Take me back."
Right.
Because we have heard both. Fascinating.
Yes.
Les Durrant, thank you so much, brother. All the ways to find you, of course, located down in the show description, man. I just could not be more grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. And I want to thank all your viewers and listeners as well. It's if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have anything. So. Thank you so much, and go out and try it, and let them know, hey, this is what happened to me, and you're gonna find so many that will even tell you, hey, I did the same thing and got the same response. And if we all did it, then it would be a moot point, but it would be good. Now we have to interact with them.